Greetings, friends and fellow cigar box guitar enthusiasts. Del Puckett here, and I got a problem. You're like, yeah, you got lots of problems, dude. Incoming. That's those storm clouds out there. I don't know if you can see that. We have a little bit of a cold front coming through here tonight, so I think I'm going to start the fire up and burn some of my extra wood that I got later on. So this is the problem here. So in my brilliance, I wanted a over the lip here. So I took all the precautions, everything to make this thing nice and perfect. But then I realized, how am I going to get that pickup in there and then slide it in? In the past, what I've done is I've notched it from here so I can open the box, insert the pickup, and then slide it into place. So I could do that. I guess I could. That's one solution to the problem. The other problem, this is the problem, is that if I attach the pickup, then I can't open the box because it catches right here. See that? And I've done other workarounds, you know, where you kind of like 50% of the neck and then 50% of the box so that you can open it, but you're left with a gap there. So there's no real easy way to do that. So I think what I'm going to do on this particular box here is I'm going to take a razor edge. Let's see if I have one here in my pile of junk laying around here. Come on, there he is. And just slice that guy on the inside and outside. So I can remove the top. And then I will put the standard blocks in the corner. So this will be a top mount straight down. Does that make sense? Because, like I said, because I don't want those gaps here that would allow it to open up and close. And I could put, like I said, I could put a extra large notch in here to allow for me to slide the box in. So what would be easier? Would it be easier just to notch that guy? Or would it be easier to take the top off and block it? So there's two solutions to this problem. I think what I'm going to do on this particular one here is I'm going to take this guy off. Think about this. So I put the pickup there. Oh no, yeah. So if I did this, I would have to attach the pickup to the top of the box rather than attaching it to the neck. If I attach it to the neck, which is what I wanted to do, then I have to do this. Does that make sense? If I attach it to the box, then I could get away by putting the notching the wood here and then sliding it. So yes, I really only have one choice. If I'm going to attach it to the neck, then I have to take the top off. So that's what I'm going to do. Problem solved. Problem solved. Isn't this a nice box? There's not going to be any sound holes on it. This is going to be strictly electric. Well, as you can see, I'm working hard. A few things have happened here. So I ended up taking off the top just by slicing it carefully on the inside and the outside. And then attaching the pickup. Now this pickup here, I did paint with that hammered metal paint. And it's got like a, I don't know what you call it, a texture to it now. Real subtle. It's going to match the hinge. It's also going to have that hammered, that hinge will go on the back here. Solder burns. And I really like the way the contrast, the dark black of the burn, and it's just a round one with the light poplar. The wax I used here is this Delina wax here. I'll put a link in the video description below. It really makes this curly maple just pop out, and you can buff it like glass. Curly maple, and then of course the curly in this tuner head really complement. Now these tuners are all mismatched, and the reason why I did that is because that's what I had laying around, and I kind of like the every one of those is a different one, right? But these are the upgraded tuners, so it's gonna work rather well. Now this lead here, I'm gonna solder it directly to the jack, so there's not gonna be any volume control or switch or anything like that. I do have a ground wire. I don't want to say problem, but how am I going to get that wire all the way over here without being seen? What I do is I got this long drill bit, and I kind of angled it at an angle. And let's see if I can get it here without a bunch of gunk in there. Here. Oh, now it's stuck. Ah, come on. This is a 1/8 inch thick one, and it's about almost 12 inches long. So this is good to get in those hard to reach places. So I just angled it. It came out on the inside of the box. I should have angled it a little steeper, but that was 20/20 hindsight. I don't want to drill 2 holes. So yeah, it just came out right there, which is good. That's good. That's fine, because it's, like I said, it's on the inside of the box. The wall is going to hide it. And on the inside of the box, I saw where it was hitting, and then I just gouged out the wood there to kind of hide the ground wire, and then I put some hot glue in there to hold it in place. And because these leads are just a tiny bit short, I pre-soldered some leads to the jack. So all I got to do is just attach those to these, and the ground wire right there. And then we're just going to, at that point in time, we're going to button it up, we're going to string it up, we're going to set it up, we're going to tune it up, and we are going to tear it up. Oh yeah, I did block the inside like I said I would. Measure twice, cuss once. All right, well, I hope this works. So I'm going to just set this right here. This wire sticking out. This is the ground wire. And I'm going to try to line it up with this hole here. Push that sucker through. Let's see here. This might be a little tricky. Hey, look at that. Coming out the top. Ground wires are important. This is like a thick cable, piece of twine. All right, kind of pull it snug. Yes, I got plenty to work with up here. The guys down in Australia call that earth. We in America call it ground. So I did wrap that ground wire underneath those screws. I don't know if you can see that or not, right up in there. And then smashed them down so it's, guarantee you it's going to be grounded nicely. Saddle's going to go right here. And that is one straight shebang. I did attach the neck to the top of the wood here, and there are washers underneath this in between the neck wood and the underside of the cigar box top, and that is just to prevent any wiggle. They're just for 2 reasons. Number one, to stabilize everything so it wouldn't like compress or whatever like that right here, and then also to let this top part freely vibrate. Now, like I said, this is not an acoustic instrument, so I'm not so much worried about that, but I did want that top to just be free, just because I still need to put in the screws in the back. This thing's gonna be sturdy, and there's very few little hairline cracks. There's one right here. It's like a hair, literally, and then I'm not sure if that's a stain. I think that's just a stain. So this box will probably never look prettier. Hopefully it's going to get destroyed. Look at that purple heart mixed with the wax. That's gonna be nice. So I strung up with a normal set of guitar strings. This is the E, the A, and the D string all wound. Of course, I tuned it E, B, E. Strings are still stretching. Now I put this pickup right underneath that harmonic, which is the same as the 7th fret harmonic. So it's that harmonic node is right underneath this pickup. So I'm curious to know how that affects the tone. The reason why I did that is because I read somewhere that the guitar manufacturers try to put those their pickups underneath the harmonic nodes of whenever it's in an open, I guess. So if there's anything to that, I'm not really sure, but this should tell us. Cool lick. So the last thing will be some strap locks. And, oh yeah, I'll need this screw in the back. So that's it. This thing will be done. The other thing I need to do is I need to stop playing it because I'm going to get it all wore in. I just can't help myself. And of course, if I wash my hands, then I wouldn't get them all smudgy. But if you're going to get a guitar from me, chances are it's going to be already broken in. So, as far as an update on the Southwest Cigar Box Guitar Festival, so far the response seems to be overwhelmingly positive. Yes. So yeah, so I have to stress over and over again that it's just going to be mainly camping, roughing it, RVing, or whatever you want to call it. I mean, if you guys want to do the Airbnbs, you know, that's going to be it'll be it'll be an adventure either way. Yeah. So I'll put the address to the venue and the website that's going to be hosting the venue, just so you can get more idea of. Again, this is just the beginning of the starting. In fact, the vineyard is actually starting out too, so we're kind of partnering together. The vineyard is going to be holding several concerts this summer. So by the time September rolls around here, we're going to be highly trained, skilled professionals. That being said, oh my gosh, they asked me to do a reading at church on Sunday. So I think I was going to do a Psalm 1. So Psalm 1 out of the King James here. It's pretty profound. Oh my gosh. It's 6 verses. 6 little tiny little verses. Let me just read it to you. It says, "Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth its fruit in its season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatever he doeth shall prosper. The ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind driveth away. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish." There's probably a reason why that's the first psalm. It's like these are psalms are like the poems. They're like the songs or the hymnal of the Bible and stuff like that. That's their opening song right there. Powerful. Oh my gosh, it's a definitely a contrast between the blessed man and those who are perishing. The tree planted by the water versus the chaff. It's blown in the wind. It's like makes you think. All right, guys, that's it for this video. Cheers. And guys, I encourage you to try your hand at building a cigar box guitar. I have many educational tutorial style of videos here at YouTube. Just go to the YouTube search bar, type in whatever keyword you want, like a scarf joint or back angle or wiring diagram or pickups or playing or whatever. It's not that hard. And I also have an affiliate link with a promo code you guys can use if you want to get your part. If you want to get high quality, sweet parts from a good American company at a great price and a promo code to boot, and you'll be supporting my channel. So it's a win-win-win-win-win-win-win. So that's it. These are the strings I used for this particular build, and I like them. I think they got a nice little growl. They pair well with this humbucker that, again, strategically placed right underneath that harmonic node. I'm gonna continue to experiment with that just to see how it is. Oh yeah, I also had to raise this little guy up about the thickness of I got you know how they give you these inserts here? I ended up cutting that little piece out and gluing it to the bottom of that just to raise my action just a little bit so I wouldn't get string buzz. I still have a little tiny little buzz here at the 5th fret. Not too bad to worry me. Look at that back angle. That's a severe back angle. That's what happens when you build them by hand and don't measure every time. You just kind of put it up to the saw and you yank. Sometimes you get some more, but the feel of it is actually pretty incredible, man. You have high action here, so that pick is not going to be doing that. Not that it matters. Doesn't matter. But yeah, you got a lot of action over here to hit it hard, bro. Hit it hard. All right, guys, that's it for this video. Cheers. God bless. Stay tuned for more information on the Southwest Cigar Box Guitar Festival, and continue to bombard me with ideas and suggestions and, you know, hypotheticals and what ifs, you know, seriously, because we are all in the idea forming stages right now. Like I said, it's going to be primitive. The only thing I can promise is that I will have firewood for you guys. If you guys want to come camping, I can hook you up with firewood. That's it. Cheers, guys. God bless.